Hello everyone and welcome. Are you ready for some pre-maximum rush? Hello. We're here. We have the news and leaks of maximums coming in the very near future, but not yet. Not yet. We still have some tournaments to host before then. If you're a little bored of the tier 0 tachyon meta and you happen to have yourself a Rush Duel deck, why not join up? Give it a go. We have about 10 minutes until the start of the tournament. Get one last couple chances of snapshots of the meta before it changes forever. We shouldn't necessarily expect anything too crazy from today's tournament. I don't really think there's been any major innovations within the metagame as we wait for maximums to come out, but with potentially 3 confirmed maximums coming ish, for sure that will have an impact. Yeah, I don't know. So what Yami Kisara is talking about is the fact that we have been told that we were going to be receiving the Harpy maximum for free, which first of all is kind of interesting that they would go that route. We don't know if we're getting only 1 copy each or 3 each, or even how they intend to balance maximums within the game. For all we know, they might do something silly by making it so that you can only play 1 copy of each maximum piece. Or maybe it'll be artificially limited to 1 by not being given more than what you get as part of the launch celebration, I guess you might call it, of maximum summoning. Yo, Griffin, hello. Finally back. Where have you been? How are we doing? Well, excuse me. We're doing all right. Within the speed side of things, we are currently suffering under a tier 0.5-ish meta of basically 2 top decks kind of clowning on everything else. In the speed duel, am I dying? Yes. We have to cook, Dr. Dinosaurio. We have to cook. And then on the Rush Duel side, we obviously enter what is this, month 7 of no new support, although we do know that it is on the horizon. So there is that. Sort of a solved meta currently. After the most recent ban list and new cards from the bundles were given. If you are interested though in joining today's event, !Discord. Tried to get the word out about this one, hoping that we can generate some interest. As I said, I expect this one to be fairly low-key. Oh. Excuse me. Been sick for a long moment. I'm not in the best shape. Well, I'm very sorry to hear that, Griffin. I mean, I've definitely wondered what's been up, as you were definitely one of our more enthusiastic members within the community. So definitely very delighted to see you again, and Although obviously you have just said that you are not doing the hottest. Do wish you well, my friend. Can you join with a speed duel deck? Absolutely not. And in fact, if you do, I will ban you from all of our events forever, Dr. Dinosaurio. So do take that with that understanding. You know what? Actually, go ahead and do it. Please join. I can't join with Obelisk in your Rush deck. If you can find a way to make it work. Joining with a Pokemon team? Again, join with whatever you want, Dr. Dinosaurio. Just understand there will be consequences. Oh my goodness. So obviously the biggest impact that we did see from the level cap increase was the inclusion of new anti-back row techs, probably the best one, of course, being given to spellcasters, which has the easiest condition, and just have a spellcaster pop a card. Ain't no problem. Same with the dragon one. I will say, and maybe I'll have to talk to Tomato about this at some point. It really seems kind of silly that all the other anti-spell types are just so unbelievably bad in comparison. Putting it on top of their deck so they just get to get it back. Requiring you to have 2 types as opposed to only needing 1. And then returning it to the hand, which means that they just get it back. As an outsider of the Rush Duel game looking in, spellcasters and dragons definitely do seem to have gotten the best one of these. And none of the others seem anywhere remotely close. Returning it to the hand means one less draw though. But yeah, like if you return my Widespread Ruin to my hand, I ain't gonna be mad that I get it back as opposed to you popping it. But maybe that is just my regular Yu-Gi-Oh brain looking at it. It kind of feels like they wanted to be cheeky about it, but then just couldn't really come up with like a decent way. Like, I guess hydration is almost decent, but requiring you to have 2 monsters on field and the only trade-off being 500 more life points, I don't know about that one. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just rambling. We are just out here chatting and yapping. Okay. How are we looking on signups? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not. Now, unfortunately, the problem is we are not gonna have enough players at this rate. So I may have to switch it to single elimination. We need 32 to be able to do a proper Swiss. We have 30 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people with no decks submitted, which means it's going to go down to 23. Does 24 with a top 8 work? Let me do the top cut breakdown. We have 24 players, 3 rounds, top 8. Hey, Gieran. Okay, 3 and 4 does 3 and top 8 doesn't work. We do 4 and 8, does that work? 4 rounds top 8 works. We might have to do that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will be right back, guys. I'm going to figure this out. Stick around. It's La Moon. I see. I'm trying to figure out how to do the event. We don't have enough for a proper Swiss tournament. So I think I'm gonna have to switch it over to single elimination. We have too many people to do 4 rounds top 8. Too few to do 3 and 16. The numbers just are hard to work with. That's people with no decks getting dropped. We can do 4 rounds in top 8, but then one person might not make it. I think that's the way to go, just to keep it a proper tournament. Yeah, we're gonna do it that way to keep it a proper tournament, and then we'll just have compensation for the person who doesn't top. Okay. Tournament has begun. 4 rounds. Top 8. One person may not top X1. If that is you, you will get a compensation prize. All right, guys. Hello, Rooster. This should be good. New prizing will be 15 for first, $10 for second, $5 for unlucky X1. Hello, Fan Luna. Are you going to set up games on stream? So people on Start GG have a chat room that they can communicate with each other, and they post the duel room in there. And then I just steal that duel room and enter it. Just that easy. I am. All right, have our first and Tonkaro. Tonkaro, you have a speed deck. You are being dropped. Swear to God, people. How hard is it to read? I just didn't have time to look at all the deck lists. Hello, Juan.
Here I go! Get ready for the rush!
All right, we are gonna start things off here. Griffin at the bottom, Tenors at the top. We're gonna set 2 with 1 back row. Our opponent is going to do the same, but have 1 additional back row on top of it. And you are dropped. What does that mean? Sorry guys, 1 second. Why can I... Frustrating. Why can I not? Why would you... There's nothing to apologize for. It's on Konami. This is just, I don't know. It's extremely frustrating. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 people. Now. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just don't know what to do. Like, I can't even run a proper tournament like this. Yeah, I know, Garen. I'm aware.
Get ready for the rush!
Hello, Val. I don't know. I've tried to be super optimistic, super supportive, but I'm gonna keep it real. If I can't even manage to get 32 people to sign up when I'm like regularly hitting cap on my other tournaments, like, I don't know, it just feels so bad. Because I want this community to succeed. But it's like, what more can I do? Like, at a certain point, it ain't on me, it's on Konami. I don't know. I also don't want to just like bitch and complain either. It's just, it's all, is it because there's no new box? Probably. I mean, there's no new box. You're doing nothing to incentivize people to give it a go, to buy into it. So you have a tiny fraction of people within or you have a small group of people within a small group of people, which just like shoots you in the foot from the beginning. I don't know. I think it was bearable when you could, at the bare minimum, have a basic level of a tournament. But this has been something that I've been noticing over and over or not over, that has been increasing with each tournament, is that the number of people was dropping. And thankfully, until recently, it had been at least enough to still tweak it and have it be something like an actual tournament. Because I very much wanted to have at least one tournament to be able to judge the meta off of, right? I don't have the breakdown yet. Breakdown is the same thing that's been being played for the past 3 months. Yeah, I know, Dwan. I know. It's just frustrating because I want something like these events to be fun and exciting to talk about, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, it's I can't even keep my displeasure out of it. Yeah. Oh, God. At least we're getting a new box this month. I mean, okay, cool. But then how long is it going to be until we get anything again? And is anybody even going to go in on it? Does anyone care at this point? Can't even use bundles because, similar to almost everything else, I bought the Rush Box 3 times already. I hate to say this, but like, why? How many rounds today? At this point, I don't even know, dude. We have like 20 people after DQs. I guess I drop all the DQs and we can try and go to 3 rounds top 8. Because if I drop DQs, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that puts us from 27 down to 20. I think that works, but then 1, 2, so we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people with wins out of 20. And then if we do that, though, so many people are gonna get screwed out of topping. I think. Like, this is what happens when you have weird numbers. especially weird low numbers. All right, congratulations, Tenors. Takes game 3 for a 2-1 set win. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches are all that played this round. Everything else was a DQ. From my point of view, I didn't see Rush tournaments in a while, so I just didn't bother looking at Discord anymore. I mean, we only missed like 2 weeks out of every week that's happened so far. Like, it's good to have that information, Zontru. Like, I'll keep that to heart. But I mean, I don't know what else I could have done. Is there any other Rush? Not a regular one, or at least not that I know of that goes up on the website. Maybe it's worth it to add the Rush roll in Discord. I mean, I'm gonna keep it real with you, Dwan. Probably not. I'm just frustrated because I went out of like this is just gonna turn into a rant stream, and I don't know if I want to do that. All right. Well, I better take care. I better drop these some of these DQs. Too late to make a single elimination. No, we're gonna continue with the tournament. I'm not gonna cancel it. I'm gonna support the people that are here. How many people are left at this point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. Well, the weird thing about the speed meta is it was actually like it's only this most recent box which was an issue. The actual meta immediately before the most recent box was actually pretty incredible, and we've had our highest turnout of tournaments basically ever. Consistently.
Get ready for the rush.
So yeah, it's a little frustrating. We go from that to like the last Grand Prix was 139 people instead of meeting the cap, which is fine still. If Duel Links and Rush didn't share currency, do you think Rush would be in a better position at the current rate of release? And no, I don't think it would have changed at all. For me, it was since before I stopped giving Duel Links much of attention. I mean, that's fair. That's gonna be up to each individual person, though. I would say generally speaking, most people were fairly happy with the metagame. Although, like I said, each individual person is gonna have their own viewpoint of that. But even if Rush had its own unique currency, like at this point with how easy people could have gotten into it if they wanted to, I think I'm gonna keep it real. It kind of feels like a cross duel situation where it was killed on the vine in the beginning. Like it was never given a chance. And I don't know how you fix that. Is the current release schedule the cause or the effect of shared currency? If I had to guess, it's neither, actually. The current release schedule is because I don't think that it picked up in the beginning with the level of people they were hoping for. So that's why I think you probably saw Konami pivot pretty hard to putting out a bunch of speed duel stuff that did extremely well, to the point of actually outselling Master Duel on mobile for the first time in a long time. And on top of that, just I don't know if they feel afraid that they're gonna burn through the card pool too quickly, but that's gonna probably be a non-issue just based on the fact that I don't know. It's frustrating. I should be casting, and I'm sorry, I will. I'm just... that is actually a good talking point, Yami Kisara. I don't think that's actually true. I think Konami said that just to try and get people to check it out, but there's absolutely no shot that they would ever actually tie the release of physical Rush duels to its performance in Duel Links. I think that was always going to be entirely separate, and they were probably always going to eventually give it a try eventually. Hello, Ronnie. Would you rather we had most of the card pool sooner than a more spread out release? Well, one of the successes of Duel Links has just been that it's had a slightly accelerated, but not overly accelerated release schedule for its cards, if that makes any sense. Like, you got to experience its own dynamic metagame over the course of now 7 years. But we've also probably gone through like 14 to 15 years of, if not slightly more, of cards during that time. So the accelerated nature meant that we were going to catch up quicker, but not so fast that the game wouldn't get to have an identity of its own. right? And yes, also consistent release, but that's irregardless. What we're concerned about, at least in my opinion, is the fact that you have this new release schedule that they had the card pool for. And Rush Duel has a fraction of the number of cards, and they create less cards less quickly in real life. Like, one of the things that has definitely potentially helped Duel Links is that the TCG actually makes cards fairly quickly. So the number of cards in the card pool has increased by a sizable amount during the time that Duel Links has been in development. Excuse me. But Rush, at least from my perspective, Rush Duel does not get cards created as quickly. But I don't know. If I was Konami, I think I would have been willing to just give people a bunch more Rush Duel stuff to start out just for free. Give people stuff like, so one of the things that they not attempted, but so for those of you that don't know, in Cross Duel, when Cross Duel went into end of service is coming soon mode, they basically gave everyone just an absolute metric ton of resources and just said, go wild, have fun. What if Konami actually wants Rush Duel to pick up and have it truly have a chance? They should not be stingy with, they should just absolutely give people a metric ton of Rush Duel resources. And I don't mean give them gems to give them packs. What if every person's account just got to get like a full clear of the first box for free? Boom. That is not going to be enough to keep us from death. And Silver Fang will finish it. Well, I mean, sure, I'm just spitballing something, Lord Tenrai. That part of what they need to do is get people invested. And you're not going to do that by being like, please give it a try. I don't think Duel Links really has an identity anymore, just a mini Master Duel. Zontru, have you seen something like the most recent Tachyon or Shiranui deck? Now, one of those is exceptionally bad, at least in my opinion. But as somebody who has been playing this Shiranui deck, that is a deck that will literally, and I mean literally, never be even remotely playable. Dakozi, I wail, so I tend to not spend all my gems. I go all the sales and then the gems needed to pull a box. It's not the best situation, obviously, but the way my brain sees it, it's just a silly little side game I play for some vibes, and whatever happens, I'm gonna be there along the way. Well, sure. And that's obviously a very healthy way to look at it. But I don't know. I have tournament organizer brain because I've literally been helping run tournaments since like ever. Probably 6 years now, I think, for this game. Because I got in pretty early with DLM. So like I'm always thinking about things from the the standpoint of the health of the tournament scene, from how are people enjoying it, that sort of thing. I know that there is a mechanic that is different in different decks or meta here, but that's not the point. Well, what's the point? I guess I would ask. What would something like Duel Links have to be to not just be, and I quote, mini Master Duel for you? Would it just have to be like Unga Bunga Turbo forever? This is the final match of the first round. Well, and this is actually like a real and fair question, I think, to ask for people who maybe aren't happy with the current state of the game or what they necessarily enjoyed. What would they want? Like, realistically, what would they want? Ooh, do we have ourselves a Blue Falcon deck? What is it that they would want, but that also needs to include an actual theoretical future for the game? Blue Falcon is a deck that's actually kind of funny. You don't get to see it very often. We are going to Floodgate with Yami Ruler here. Magician's Shuffle. How the game plays, what's the actual power level in comparison on both formats. Like, it's visible that each deck that is released, a lot of decks literally can't be played. Okay, so you want lower powered decks. Okay, let's say that somehow they were able to achieve that, right? So they depowered the game or whatever. At a certain point, you would have to acknowledge you literally just can't release any new cards, right? Because that would increase the power level of the game. So what do you do for people who are like, you know, I do like this version of Duel Links, but it's getting a little boring and a little stale? What do you do for them? Do you just tell them, well, we can't add anything else. It's going to increase the power level of the game. Sorry. Like, what do you do? What was that comment? Duel Links exclusive decks should be a thing. I mean, I don't disagree, but they're never technically gonna do something like that, because anything that they create, they're just gonna also print because they have no reason not to. Like, why not print them? They can be pack filler. Not that I have a solution, though. Much of the changes should be different instead of creating mechanics that just beat others. I mean, I guess I don't know what you mean by that. We're going to be able to trigger Blue Falcon formation again, attacking in. We are just slowly working at our opponent's life points. Going for the Dark Sword Magician. Oh no. Max Raider, is this enough? Reduce. Curtain of Sparks, lethal. All right. I see you, Blue Falcon formation. Alrighty, looks like round number 2 has begun.
Let us begin. Get ready for the rush.
Because I mean, I don't think it's wrong to look at the concerns of players who maybe liked a slightly less powerful version of Duel Links but I just don't know what you do to give people that game, but also have a living game that continues to exist. Basically, you would have to have chosen a certain power level within Duel Links and then branch off from it at that point and only ever release cards within that level of power, I guess. And then it would basically be like a true alternate universe. Rework legacy duels in alternate lower power format for people who want that. The problem with that is without a crafting mode, I think it's exceptionally hard for people to get access to the old cards, because if you are free to play or remotely free to play, then spending resources on an old deck like that just isn't worth it. Well, no, obviously Tenrai, but what we're talking about is even if they were to come out with a low-powered format, does Start GG have sound notifications? No. My recommendation is on the Discord, go to the channels and roles and choose a new round of notifications. You'll get pinged. You'll get pinged then. I agree with you. I just think it's bad that Konami hasn't caught on to how bad. Why, I assume you mean the box chips. I mean, box chips in theory are literally the solution to every problem that they have. They just need to update the available card pool to them quicker and then change it so that you can, like, ultra rares are 100, SRs are 50, rares are 25, that sort of thing. Instead of everything being the same 100 cost. Like, literally box chips are like the way you fix crafting or give crafting to the game, is you just let people start breaking stuff down for box chips and have box chips be able to get more stuff, basically. All right, Max Raider going in. We're gonna get in for 1300 as well. Magician's Shuffle, grabbing ourselves a copy of Dark Magician Girl and sending that Dark Magician to the graveyard. We can now tribute off for our Dark Magician Recovery Force, sending 3 back to draw a card. Juggler into another DMG. We're going to be able to clear 2 of the 3, including the Max Raider. We're going to bring out our Yami Ruler here, going defensive and passing the turn. Our opponent will just pass as well. Celtic Guardian into a Masaki, into a Gaia. We're going to keep our Yami Ruler in defense just to keep us protected, as our opponent clearly doesn't have a way to deal with the 2500 defense. Balloon Falcon again. We are going in. Really? Huh. Light Sorcerer, get reducing. Horse Carrier, bring back the Lamoon. Get that tribute material into another Yami Ruler. Lamoon into a blue Tengu, get reducing. Widespread Ruin, get poppin'. The barrier, that's not enough. We're still going to be able to beat over, leaving our opponent with no cards on, no monsters on the field, rather. Lamoon, tribute off for a Gaia and a Harpy Lady. We're going to be able to get in for, ooh, this is lethal? Yes, it is. Harpy Lady 4. The final blow, and blue Falcon formation will take game number 3. Well done. I remember when Arc 5 came out in Duel Links and we were going to make a silly meme deck around Wonder Balloons because it got a skill, and the only way to get the card is a super in the very first box, and I'm like, guess I won't play that then. Exactly. Like, I mean, there are so many ways to theoretically work around that. Boxes should progress. If you're not going to have true crafting and Duel Links, boxes should get progressively cheaper over time. Like, they do half gem sales. Why not have the oldest boxes be permanently half off? Why not during half off sales, the half off ones are now 25 or, you know, like 25 gems instead of 100, you know, that, or rather, I guess it would be, I guess that would get kind of weird. But anyways, reduce them significantly so that people who do want to do those things, like, I want to play the funny meme balloon haha deck, like, let people do that. The other thing, of course, is the fact that you could increase, like, more box chips more often, better rates on certain cards, and let people use their box chips on those bad cards that they wouldn't want to pull, you know, bad cards that they wouldn't want to pull otherwise with their gems. At least have older boxes not use gems to get, because, well, I mean, okay, yes, that would be in a perfect world, right? But they're obviously not going to do that, because, you know, Konami is always going to operate from the perspective of, we want gold. Okay, here's the problem with gold, though. Somebody like me has 42 million gold. How do you structure gold buying stuff with gold? And that's, I haven't been breaking down my stuff for like 4 years. So if I actually decrafted all my extra cards, this number here would probably be closer to something like 60 million. I don't know. How do you do that for somebody like me versus somebody who maybe only has 2 million? I don't think that I necessarily should get a billion. You would have to do, like, for any of those of you who ever played MMOs, they occasionally do like stat squishes, level squishes, experience squishes, that sort of thing. They would have to do something like that first, where, like, they do like an exponential squish. So the more gold you have, the more it gets reduced. Anyways, let's go ahead and find our next match in round 2. That's actually less DQs than before, so that's actually kind of good, Griffin.
Here we go. Get ready for the rush.
I don't know. I just personally, and this is full disclosure to everyone, I have a personal hang up, and I've said this before, I have a personal hang up when it comes to tournaments not doing well. I tend to invest myself very much into things that I do. So when I take it upon myself to do a tournament, if it does poorly from my perspective, it's an actual brain. Ooh, we've got the Magician's Valkyria successfully fending off a level 4 that can successfully fend off another level 4's attack defensively. Very interesting. We are going for a 7's road here. Widespread Ruin. We're going to still be able to take out the ultimate flag mech Ace Breaker. But we've got a Barrel Dragon. Get flippin' Gamba time, and it hits. The barrier to protect, or rather reduce, but we're still going to be able to get in for big damage. It's time for the counterattack. Light Sorcerer of Sanctity, get reducing. Sevens Excel. We're going to go ahead and bring out another Sevens Road Magician. Recovery Force, 1, 2, 3, right back into the deck, draw a card. We're going to be able to take out both of these boss monsters and pass back to you. Seahorse Carrier, returning a tribute material here. Monster Reincarnation for that Barrel Dragon. A chance to clear the board once again. Get Gamba. Flip it. And it hits. Not able to take advantage of it otherwise, though. We do have Recital to protect us. That attack will fail. Yo, what's good, Metal Overdrive? Good to see you, my friend. How does Soon Soon have original card art? You can mod your account, basically, the image files. I'm not going to tell you how. If you look it up, you can figure it out. Just know that it is technically against terms of service, but you're probably not going to get caught for it. Just taking a small break. Yeah, what you doing? What you doing, buddy? Unfortunately, not able to take out the Barrel Dragon. So we're going to get another chance to Gamba. Flip it to win it. Gosh dang. We are just nailing it. Turn after turn. Another boss monster gone. Studying for tomorrow. Easy clap. You're going to win it. No problem, right? We got the Ace Breaker. Are we going to take advantage of it? No. We are just going to go in. We got the Widespread. Say goodbye, Barrel Dragon. How many people joined today? Not a lot. 8, 16, 24. 8, 16, 24. 26 after drops. All right, can we come back? We're desperately running low on resources. Get Baboostin. Oh, hold. Hold. Okay, that might have been a mistake, though. Are we... Wait, can we lethal this turn? Surely not. That's 14. That's 1,000 damage. We might have wanted to keep that monster in our hands so that we could potentially activate Seven's Road on the following turn. Because now we're in a spooky spot where we're not going to be able to. That'd be 13, 23. Recital to protect. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, Wyla, bro. I think people are just unfortunately not particularly excited about this meta. Excuse me? You just really want a barrel dragon, huh? Well, now you get punished. Gozu wants that lethal, and he's gonna get it right here. Easy clap. Gozu will take game number 1. Metal, while you're here, I need your opinion on something unrelated to Yu-Gi-Oh, unrelated to Duel Links. So one of the things I've personally been doing a lot lately is playing some of my some CRPGs. Now, for those of you that don't know, stuff like Baldur's Gate, Pathfinder, etc., you create a party of characters. Now, traditionally, the main character should be what is known as a face, which means running with like a high charisma so that you can do all the speech checks, persuasion, intimidation, etc. But usually that's limited to certain classes, right? Which means that if you want to play a face character, if you want to play a character that isn't a face, you typically have to then run around as not your main character so that if you get into hockey situations, you have the person in your party who is good at talking. But I find that tedious because I want to control my main character. So my question is, in games like those where you have character interactions, are you willing to give up the ability to do the face persuasion stuff just to play a different class? So for example, I started a playthrough where I'm playing my main character as a monk who deals an absolute crap ton of damage just by punching stuff, but because they aren't a face, anytime you go into any sort of conversation with intimidate, deception, persuasion, or whatever, you just have to accept, well, I can't succeed at any of these. In those situations, do you guys think you can still enjoy it, or do you find it, or do you feel the need to have those options available to you?
Get ready for the rush!
I'd like your thoughts. I very much want to be able to do those speech checks whenever I play those kind of games. We got ourselves a triple 3 ultimate flag beast Avant Wolf. My character would be able to do anything. Ah, understandable. So you would just mod your game. Give your main character like 18 in all stats. Got it. Bring forth the Seven's Road. We're going to be able to go in. No widespread ruin, taking out 2 of them. Ooh, we are just bricked up on normal summons. Really? I don't know. I think I would have saved that magical stream unless we have another one. Ah, we want to take advantage of the recovery force. Sure. Seven's Road Witch here. Get summoning. Bring forth another Seven's Road Magician. Getting in for 2,100 and leaving our opponent on 800 life points. We can just start walling up here. The Magician deck typically has problems dealing damage through triple set. Oh, never mind. We got Torna. I take back literally everything I said. Flip it to win it. Baboose. And lethal. Vlada takes game number 2. Not being able to do different things because the game forces you to feels sad. I mean, yes and no. The counterpoint I think that people would make is that typically your face characters aren't going to necessarily be able to do as much damage, which is true. But I think for those kind of power fantasy games, if you're playing like the hero of that particular story, I don't know. I think I sometimes want to do kind of be able to do just a little bit of everything. And then the flavor of combat is like not so much what specifically is best, but it's like, just let me live out the fantasy. Like if I want to punch things so hard that they just explode, let me. Like, I'm ready to be judged, chat. I am doing a honor mode run for those of Baldur's Gate 3. For those of you that don't know, that's a single save file. We unfortunately set no monsters, but we do survive a significant beatdown by having widespread available to us. So it's a single save file, Iron Man mode, right? I may or may not have... Okay, how to put this? I may or may not have used a cheat tool to give myself 40 elixirs of Hill Giant strength so that I could play a particular build of monk that punches really, really hard. But technically you could have done that anyways by abusing vendor restock. So I kind of just like skipped the middleman. Does that make me a bad person and a cheater? Despite the fact that I used a cheat engine. Yes, you will now burn in the hottest floor of hell. Thank you, Mako. We're gonna abuse Torna again. If you're playing solo, it's fine. I mean, that would be my personal belief on it, yes. Oh my Jesus. Oh, that's like the best one you could hit. Unfortunately, our Seven's Road is not very big. Oh, that was so close to being able to be lethal. Any breakdown? I'll be honest, I've not done the breakdown yet. No more CC. Spoilers, it's all aggro. Hey, we don't have to worry about Torna, but we're really hoping that our opponent doesn't have access to another Torna. Show us Torna. Show us Torna. Okay, nope. Okay, now show us Torna. Okay, nope. Yeah, it's popping hits. The widespread ruin. That's huge. We could have resettle there. Yes, we do. Going defensive once again. We're just going to continue the aggro push. What do you mean? What do you mean he can't attack? They can attack the Valkyria. Am I missing something? Okay, hold. Gonna be able to take out the Valkyria here. Get in for 1400 on one of these Sevens Road. We got dark, wind, that's 2, light, that's 3. So we are at 3000 right now. Earth, that's 4. 3400. Oh, 33. 33. All right, dealer, we're up to 36. No, 39. Oh, we milled the fire. Oh my Jesus, perfect. Fiend's Majesty, the one card he needed. Oh my God. Everything hinged on that moment. This is where it all turned around. Outside of any back row, this is lethal. How long do you have to go AFK? Like 10 minutes ish. Yeah, you're good, Tenrai. I'll check. I'll make sure you're checked in last second at the worst. Gozu is really thinking about this. Oh, going for the barrel dragon. Flip it. Oh my Jesus, we hit it. But doesn't that remove our ability to lethal here? Like, yeah, the back row probably saves us. I mean, it makes sense. Probably the correct play, but Recital to protect. Did Gozu play in cross duel tournaments too? I don't actually know for sure, I'll be honest. What are we digging for? We digging for... Oh my God. No! No! Not like this! Vlada, no! Unfortunately, we're not able to cinch it in the end. Gozu will take game number 3. And that will move us on to round 3. Oh no, that was a great match. That right there is when Rush Duels, as it currently is in the game, is at its best. A good back and forth where you had just enough turnabouts to feel like decision points mattered. People are getting inside each other's heads just a little bit. We're gonna get the edges out of the way. We'll be right back, guys. Ooh. Do. Ooh. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I was taking a look at the meme review. Some of these are actually all right. Mm-hmm. A couple of them. A couple of them were funny. Also, this is so unbelievably true. On the one side, we suffer. On the other side, we have plenty of gems, but everything's on fire. Mm-hmm. These guys are on a different level. Facing a player in ranked. The player is from Japan. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't have this problem. I don't have this problem. Book of Moon Lance, Book of Moon Lance, Book of Moon. Yo, his ass going face down. Most of these tend to come from Reddit. Oh, Gunkin Suship Uniclass Super Dreadnought. I'm feeling real low now. I can negate Tachyon Dragon on a quick effect. That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't... What are you negating Tachyon Dragon for? Unless they mean Neo Tachyon. I think we can stop giving decks zero cost, easy access, Omni Negate counter traps by now. They make a point. They make a very good point. I agree. Maybe don't do that, Konami. Maybe learn something. That boy can FTK now, huh? I better keep my ass in silver, or I'm finished. True. Konami, Photon deck, Utopia deck, Shark Xyz deck. I don't know about this one. Water Xyz as a deck was meta several times. Me losing 10 matches in a row using Tachyon, knowing that I have skill issues, deck issues, school issues, family issues, sadness issues, and money issues. True. Wants to be dominated, will dominate you, will ask you to be gentle, will ruin your meta. True. Actually true. All Duel Links players right now. These Mizar. Ugh. True. What best describes this character? Tried to rub out the variant. Tried to rub out. All right. Nah, dog. Nah, dog. I mean, rub out is technically usable. It's like boomer terminology. We're gonna rub them out, you see? Ookie. Damn, Shelmy, did you get double DQ wins? Holy crap. My family friendly chat. Oh wait, I was supposed to who was it that needed help to make sure they could check in? Lord Tenrai. Did I make sure that he's good? Yes, okay. Hey, Sakadetsu. The next box will be a rush one. Yes, Solomon.
Get ready for the rush.
And it should have maximums. The unique summoning mechanic for rush. We are gonna set 3, summon out our Dragius. Pass the turn. Reduce the Dragius to 2200. With the Light Sorcerer of Sanctity, we're gonna activate rather 7's Excel Road, allowing us to now beat over. Imagine Dragius losing to a 7's Road Witch. I already miss. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I already miss global chat. I feel like something was truly lost on this day. Lost twice to Sword and Shield. Nice card. Hey, at least it's actually doing something, right? Opium. Double all-seeing White Tiger into another copy of Dragius. We're gonna be milling the Widespread Ruin. That is absolutely devastating. Just to get hit by a widespread of our own, and oh well. The duality of man. Bring out a 7's Road Magician. Bring out a Magician's Valkyria. It was nice knowing you, Dwan. To battle. Quick math. Do I need to activate this card to not die? $14, $24, not lethal. And we come back. We wall up. I am going to use this opportunity, though, to go ahead and do the deck breakdown. So we're going to go ahead and reduce the commentary to a minimum for just a moment. I will be right back. Oh my god, there's like a really cool match and I've just now noticed it. Why are we not watching that one? Oh my Jesus, we are definitely gonna do so. Okay. Game one. Kindly stop feeling the rush, please. Thank you. Chickens cannot rush. They are incapable of rushing. You guys are not being accurate with that statement. Rush Duel Grand Prix 14 breakdown. Hello, Draghino. Big fan of you as well. Hope you are well, my friend. Hello, Tomato. Good to see you as well. Any Vorse Raider? I didn't see any. We're actually going to leave this match for a moment because we have an infinitely funnier one. We will come back to this one to finish it, though. I just want to make sure we catch this. I wanted to enter, but I've been super busy. How have things been? Unfortunately, not super hot. Today's turnout was particularly bad.
Here I go! Get ready for the rush!
All right, in today's tournament, 11 aggro, 4 spellcaster, 3 aqua aggro, 2 ancient forces, 2 dragons, 1 blue falcon formation, 1 psychic, and 1 ultimate bond. 14, 15, 18, 20, 23, so 25. Triple threat thunder, get reducing. We are gonna go in 25, 12, 11. Go Cyclone, get poppin'. Going for a Torna here, Seahorse Carrier, add back the Grace Princess. Activate Monster Reincarnation, discarding our Triple Threat Thunder. Understandable, since we can't use it here. We're gonna be able to Baboost, attack over, taking out 2 of the 3. Seahorse Carrier, adding Sword Diva to the hand. We're then gonna go for Hydration, get poppin'. Into another Dion Keto, attack in, 1 and... Have we seen what skill Lego is on? I don't believe so. Go Cyclone, get poppin'. Oh, great hit. Sword and shield. And then we will just attack in 2,500. That is lethal. Unfortunately, so Beast Gear that you're talking about, Draghino, is not good. because they are missing true boss monsters and their field spell, which is what allows them to operate. If they do eventually release that stuff, it will be a decent free-to-play deck, but all right, bringing out the Dion Quito, set 2 and pass the turn. Sword and Shield get reducing. Summon Skull. Fashion of... Excuse me? We are going to play a copy of Shining City Knights. This is going to buff everyone's monsters on both sides of the field. Attacking in, taking out both of the normal summons. Grace Princess into a Dion Quito, Fashion of Faith, boost. We're gonna draw, and then boost our life points up. Recital to protect us from the big crash here. Triple Threat Thunder, get reducing. Hydration, get poppin'. Disco Fever, get boostin'. Taking out everything but the Summon Skull. La Moon. Into another La Moon. Into a party. Into a Dion Quito. Widespread Ruin. Unfortunate. Barrier to reduce it from lethal damage. We're going to get another opportunity here. Summon Skull of our own. Get boosted. Widespread. And we don't go for the crash. The Horse Carrier adds back a copy of Kanan. The Shine never dies. Grabbing ourselves a copy of Dion Quito by return. The Shine never dies, huh? Interesting. We're gonna go for a Torna here as well, and lethal. Lego will take it in a 2-0 victory. Well done. How many X2 today? I don't know if we're gonna have any. We're doing 4 rounds, top 8. I had to change out around how things went to ensure make it so that the tournament was gonna be like an actual tournament and not like not be weird. We hop in on game number. Wait, no, this is the wrong one. Wrong match.
Here I go. Get ready for the rush.
Normally we try and do 3 to 4 rounds, top 16. Now today we did 4 rounds, top 8. Okay, so this is going to be game 2. Incidentally, guys, if you haven't, I think I mentioned this before, but I'm going to do it again just because I do enjoy his content. Tomato did do a new box wish list / predictions. Do consider going and watching. He is extremely knowledgeable about the game. And how, Tomato, if you had to rate yourself on your prediction for the second box, how would you have rated yourself on your predictions? You think you did pretty well? 6 out of 10? 6 out of 10? All right, all right. We'll take that. Watch Konami just release a starter deck. Yeah, no, stop. You're gonna curse it. Hammer Crush deal here. We're gonna get reducing Speedy Performer Baboos into an Ancient Arise Baboost. Dwan will take game number 2. Game 3. I mean, I think in hindsight, didn't you kind of just go like, what were the didn't you discover a bit of a pattern? Like they are releasing some of their like early stuff for the most part, just like in a slightly different ish order, and then a little sprinkle of stuff from the future. Because I think when you went over like the first 2 or 3 boxes or whatever it was like they were basically releasing everything from the first couple boxes minus the truly broken stuff like Dark Revelations and whatnot, and then just cherry picking stuff from the future that could come into the game and not really break it. You don't want a tournament to be over instantly ICU. We want to, like, you know, have a good time, hang out, chill. Depending on when it finishes, I might do some Rush Duel ladder afterwards as well. You all know it's Super Bowl Sunday. Yes. Yes, it is, but this may surprise you, but not everyone is big into the sports ball. Although, I guess I shouldn't technically say that when, Is this gonna I gotta remember which way is right side up. Here we go. That... Am I from Minnesota originally? No. First of all, wait. Why would you guess Minnesota with a 49ers blanket? I'm really gonna need you to... What? What? I'm really confused. The spooky part is because Well, no, yes, I did spend some of my childhood in Minnesota. That is true. Looks like we are in round number 4. Final round. So the funny story about that blanket, though, when I was younger, probably like late teens-ish, I had a mentor who was like a San Francisco super fan. Now, I liked San Francisco and the 49ers during the 90s because, you know, I kind of cared about football then, and it was very easy to be a fan of them during the late 80s into the early 90s because, you know, that was during the dynasty when they were like on fire. It would be like liking like the 90s Bulls, basically, right? Like Chicago Bulls of basketball. You know, yo, you like one of the best teams in the entire league, if not ever? Wow, how original of you. I was one of those. Anyways, he had a room dedicated to the 49ers. Like the entire room was like the football version of like a weeb's like anime den. He had just everything, so much memorabilia, signed everything, exclusive everything. And he ended up like giving me that blanket, and I don't know, I've just kept it. It's a comfy blanket. Do. Well, so I am originally from Oregon, which is on the West Coast and doesn't have a professional football team. So that isn't really an option. We are in round 4. The only professional team we have is the Portland Trailblazers for basketball, and they've never been anything more than like just kind of okay. The one thing we have going for us is that like a lot of us here are big fan. We have college football and the Oregon Ducks, but unfortunately they're always like a top 8 team, so they would never be good enough to make it into any of the important bowls, but they were good enough that they would have great seasons. Ah, yes, Dragius Pass. Surely nothing can go wrong here. Can I help you, Tinkerbell? What? What can I do for you, baby? What can I do for you? You want up here? Come here. Come on. Yep. Hello? Oh, apparently not. Fine. Now what? Yep, keep headbutting me. That'll do something. Yep. What now? Maybe if you circle a few more times, you'll somehow manifest more room for you to sit down. Oh, now she's moving. We are going to attack in barrier to protect. I really need to get a new desk for her. All right, Goober, sit down. An epic counterattack, and our opponent is just gonna scoop it up. No more games for you, Griffin. Understandable. Thank you for joining us. It was good to see you again. Appreciate you hanging out with us while you did. All right, Gonchi takes it in two, rather. Poor Shelmy hasn't gotten to play very much. Let's go ahead and watch him. Yeah, I'm sorry it wasn't better for you, Griffin. But like I said, I do appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. It means a lot to me. I do apologize for those that I happen to... That is the wrong one. If I happened, you know... We had to cancel, I think, like two of the Rush Duel tournaments over the last like month and a half, just for one reason or another. But assuming we can get, you know, people joining, I will continue to do this. As long I'm not even like realistically speaking, I don't even need like I don't need a super huge amount, just enough to make it a good, proper tournament. That's not true, Jabberwork. People like Hylasker and Tomato Sores put in all the work. All right, triple set here. We're gonna go for Dion Keto. Hello, Shiny. What days would I have to do them for you to be able to join, Shiny? Later, Griffin. Disco Fever, Baboose. Going for a Torna. Sevens Road Excel. Put in defense position. Pass back to you. So Dwan, yeah, I don't think any 2 and 2s are gonna make it. I think it's all X1s. Like, I don't know if we should try doing it on Wednesday, Thursday. Well, I mean, the fact that you're off Wednesdays is great. But, yeah, I don't know. I should maybe do a poll to see if there's a better day for Rush Duel players. I just picked the weekend because I thought it had the highest chance of people being able to join. But yeah, I think I might need to do a poll of our Rush Duel players and see what's best for them. Maybe a different time on a different day. All right, game number 2. I'm not saying I'm going to change Tenrai, but I don't know. I just want to get a feel for what the community wants. You know, maybe it literally just is an issue of, yo, we're tired of the same meta since December. You know, we'll be happier to join, you know, after the end of this month. I'm willing to be a believer in that. New content does tend to inject new lifeblood into the metagames. I mean, the fact that we're finally getting maximums alone, which is, again, like the unique mechanic, it is truly going to be... Hello, Solomon? What happened? You literally bricked on nothing. You just... Bro. Oh my god. Or... The medicine, like, unironically, those chemical girls or whatever, I think they would be ridiculous in this game. Right, at exactly this moment in time. Like, exactly. I don't know how they would do later, but just being able to gain so much ridiculous life points, like this early on, I think unironically would be kind of goofy. Cause like, couldn't you, like, what? I guess technically you could also maybe pair them with like spellcasters. Well, not spellcast, but like the warlock or whatever, where if you have enough spells in the graveyard, although maybe that's too copium there. I don't know. I have a video coming out on Wednesday that says the same thing. Ooh, spoilers. Like, if that existed, would that just be something that would be abused by every deck? I don't even think you would necessarily need to do it with the Aqua stuff. Like, you know, immediately the thing that comes to mind is psychics. You know, make it so that their life cost stuff isn't really as big of an issue. Hammer Crush deal. We're going to be able to take out that final back row, or that only back row, but we don't take advantage of it. Tributing off. Hold up. No way, dude. Hitting the widespread ruin recital. We're going to be able to get in for 2,300 after the 4 attacks from our twin edge. Dog, ain't no way. Yeah, but no, I think it would be like the Aqua engine where like a ton of different decks would abuse it. Get popping. We're going to be able to get in for a big counterattack here. Triad Drago into a gravity pressed resonance, and that's GG. Easy. Game number 1 to tenors. What can I do for you, goofball? I mean, I don't know if the art of the cards alone is enough. Like, don't get me wrong. Some of the art on Rush Duel cards is absolutely gorgeous and amazing. But, like, I think they're just in a uniquely difficult position where they need... they just need to get people to... just get cards into people's hand to get them jump-started on being interested. Like, if I was Konami right now, I said this earlier, I'll say it again, they should be showering people with free Rush Duel cards.
Here I go! Get ready for the rush!
And just look at it as a, as an investment for the potential of the physical game. We get widespread turn 1. Hammer Crush deal. I'm gonna threaten our opponent on the following turn, going for a Dragius, and we are beyond Giga Dead here. 14, 25, 12, 13, lethal. Game 3. Like, doesn't Rush Duel has... Does Rush Duel have full art or alt art full arts or whatever?
Here I go!
Rush Duel full art. Yeah. I mean, hell, start giving us those too. Get people excited by the possibility of like true. I mean, I don't even think that would necessarily be enough, but Barrel Dragon, we fail to flip. Going for the Torna here. We're going to be able to take out both of the big threats. Going full defensive. Torna, flip it up. Barrel Dragon, get poppin'. Fails again. We do have a Dragius, however. We're going to get in for 25 on top of it. Rush Duel has promos of Sevens Road and Dragius holding obstacles. All right, hold up. I need to see this. Sevens Road holding obstacle. Rush Duel. Well, I'm not seeing it. But holy hell, is this really cool looking. If you want to, like, send it to me or a link. Because this is hella cool. What the hell? Why is this a thing? Watch out, baby. Oh. But yeah, art like this is just gorgeous. Like, honestly, I don't understand why the regular physical trading card game doesn't do that. Why is Konami so adverse to doing that for the actual, for the original card game? You finally saw the popsicle? Yeah, it's pretty silly. Is it too late to join? Absolutely not, Sal. Where would you like to be? We are in round 4, about to go into the top 8. Would you like to just move on to the top 8? We could probably do that for you. You are the reigning Rush champion for the Challenger Cups. Am I not wrong? Absolutely rigged. For those of you that don't know, Sal is the one who won the Rush Duel tournament that was held when Farfa and Joshua Schmidt did their Challenger Cup for Duel Links. He's the one that absolutely bodied Giorfio. He didn't just beat him, he sent his soul to heaven. Giorfio has not been with us ever since. Ultimate Flag Beast into our Ace Breaker. Bob Boosted getting in for big damage. Harrier adds back the Kanan. The shine never dies. And why does this skill exist, by the way? It is so incredibly bad. Sword and shield, get reducing. Party, gain some life points back. We're gonna get in for big damage of our own, though. Get poppin'. Leaving the ultimate flag mech Ace Breaker on the field. Are we gonna get punished for that? Can we come back here? Kanan into Torna. Set 3. Whoopsie. So the reason we have 4 rounds in that situation, Patitas, is so that we just drop it from top 16 to top 8, so it makes more sense. Why didn't they set the Torna? They probably should have. This way, when we go to the top cut, it doesn't seem as silly. Let's make sure. So 1 X and 1 did not make it. That is going to be Yamo. So they will be the recipient of the consolation prize. Unfortunately, we just had to do it this way. Dude. Top 8 has begun. Yamo, you bubbled due to tiebreakers. DM me your PayPal for prize. For consolation prize. Alrighty. Are people actually playing the new back row removal? We are definitely seeing it in spellcasters, like 100%. We see a little bit in the aqua decks, and that's kind of it, at least so far. Looks like we are about to hit edges, so I'm gonna get those out of the ways, guys, before we start the top 8. When we return, we'll have our first match. Stick around. Unfortunately, I think that Royal Rebels are just in a bad place right now. Oh, look, Metal shows back up, having not answered my earlier question. In a metagame where like 3/4 of the people are playing, I was asking you how you approach playing a CRPG without a face character. So for example, I decided to make a campaign where I was playing as a monk, but that means that my main character isn't a face, and I don't like playing as like my non-face characters to initiate conversations. So you have to sit there and just not be able to do any speech checks, basically. And I was just curious how you feel about that. Gozu, you need to check in. Yeah, that's the one. That's one of the biggest complaints I have with Baldur's Gate is I really wish they would let you send in your face character while controlling your main character. But unfortunately, they don't let you do that. And I don't want to run around as my face character all the time. Anyways. Mm-hmm.
Here I go! Get ready for the rush!
We got Rushing Riv versus Shelmy. We're going to triple set, including 2 tribute sets. Get Bob boosted. We're going to be able to beat over all the monsters, including our tribute sets. Dragorite into Fire Golem, into Burning Blaze, into Clear Ice, activating Ancient Forces here. We're going to get in and clear 2 of these monsters. Seahorse Carrier, return the Kanan to our hand. La Moon, triple That Thunder, get reduce and bring out the Dion Keto. Dion Keto, gain those life points. Baboost 2 here. Attack 1, attack 2, attack 3. That is huge damage, leaving our opponent on 900 life points. Seahorse Carrier of our own, grabbing a copy of the La Moon. We're going to be able to bring that out into an Ancient Arise. Get hopping after we return back to the deck. Attack in for 16, leaving a single Kanan on the field. Shield and sword. We're gonna Disco Fever here. And pass back to you. Not quite lethal. Mystic Dealer, drawing a card here. I think the one thing I wish they would do, Metal, is have more ways to win conversations without just speech checks, whether it's by learning stuff or class-specific ones. Monster Reincarnation, grabbing a copy of Ancient Arise here. Ooh, this is potentially big damage here. I feel they did it better in Divinity Original Sin 2. Fair. Get poppin'. Are we about to just steamroll Shelmy here? Oh my goodness. Wait, hold. Recital will protect us here. Still gonna get in for 16. This is your last chance, Shelmy. And you come back 400 life points. Well, this is just lethal. And Shelmy will take game 1. Disco Fever boosting us. I will say though, playing the honor mode has made me really appreciate the extra effort that went into the legendary, like making the fights truly more difficult. So, out of curiosity, Metal, I have. Can you remind me? Does Wrath of the Righteous? It has an Iron Man mode, right? Did they do anything to make that more difficult other than it being Iron Man, or is it just Iron Man? It's just Iron Man. Okay. I have to say, like, I love the idea of like actually making boss fights like particularly extra spooky. Like, I was absolutely terrified to go fight the owlbear. And I think that's thematically appropriate. You should not want to throw hands with an owlbear. Running right into a widespread ruin. We're gonna need a widespread of our own, otherwise we're about to just get absolutely steamrolled here. Yeah, oh, well, never mind. Hydration, get popping. It was a bluff anyways. Well, I mean, okay, chill, bro. That is a lot of damage from a bunch of low levels. Holy Jesus. Leaving our opponent on 1200. I will say, because I waited until I was level 4 to go in to do that fight, and I had like gotten the Tavern Brawler feat with the potions of Hill Giant strength or whatever, like literally my monk character just like almost soloed it in a single turn, and I was like, oh, okay, well, this wasn't as hard as it could have been. Congratulations, Shelmy. Yeah, I totally get it. I will say though, playing a bunch of it like I have has actually made me kind of want to go back and play Wrath of the Righteous again. I don't know why, but
Here we go. Get ready for the rush.
all right, set 3, 1 back row. We're gonna be able to clear 2 here, hitting double Light Sorcerer. Pretty good. Pretty good to be able to clear that there. Seven's Road Excel. We're going to bring out a copy of Seven's Road Magician. Get boosted into another Seven's Road. Jesus, chill, bro. The barrier to get reducing. This will keep it from being as painful as it could be. Sword and Shield. Get reducing. Silver Wolf into a King of the Mythical Bees. Speedy Performer. Get boosted into... Oh, don't tell me we're going to run into a widespread. No. We are going to go for the full clear. Get in for an additional 19, leaving our opponent on 800. Monster Reincarnation grabs back a copy of Seven's Road Witch. We're going to go for the Witch here, activating our skill. Bring out another Seven's Road Magician. Attack 1, attack 2, Attack 3, not lethal. May 70 should be able to come back from this relatively easily, assuming we just didn't brick and we have a Torna. That's game over. Widespread ruin, but it don't matter. We got plenty of ways to lethal. Oh, hello, Moo. So good of you to join us. All right, Bismuth going first here.
Here I go! Get ready for the rush!
We're going to be able to get in for some early damage, 2600 after we take out the Seven's Road Witch. Valkyria into a monster reincarnation grabs back the Seven's Road Witch. Hello, Barox. Good to see you, my friend. Magic Curtain, bring out the Seven's Road Magician. Get boosted. Big heckin' damage here in return, evening things out. Paka Paka Chew returns the Gazelle to our hand. We're going to tribute off for a Gragius here. But unfortunately, our opponent just had the widespread ruin at the most inopportune time. Not much you can do about it. We will 2-0 and move on to the top 4. How the heck you doing, by the way, Barox? Hope you are well. Coming in just to maintain your watch streak, I assume. Oh, damn, he was. In and out, dipped. Damn, bro. I see you. I'm doing a secret 2 a.m. stream just to ruin it.
Go! Get ready for the rush!
Oh, I don't mind either way, Kisar. I'm just giving him crap. Twin Edge here. We're gonna be able to boost, get poppin'. That is a lot of damage. Ultimate Bond revealing the tough striker. In the old in and out. We're gonna get poppin', attacks in, even though we could have run right into a widespread ruin here. Arise a dragon. Get boosted. And we did not have any defenses. Game 2.
Here I go! Get ready for the rush!
Alrighty. Shield and sword here. Get reducing. We're gonna go for Dragonic Resonance. Clearing our opponent's board, but leaving a relatively weak one of our own. Flag Mech. We're gonna be able to crash and clear here. Does anyone know why I can't summon Felgrand turn 1 with Tachyon deck? Are you using Nebula's effect? Nebula locks you to dragons only. You need to summon Felgrand before you use Nebula. Barrel Dragon here gets flipping. We hit. Monster Reincarnation. Absolutely, Crank Ace. Widespread gets punished here. And this is going to be easy cleanup. Yeah, that's a very obvious one to miss, unfortunately, just because you don't even think about it, right? You're just like, oh, I can activate Nebula and summon it out. I would say a good majority of people who would be willing to admit it probably made that mistake. I know I did. All right, Tenors with the 2-0. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I do appreciate you. We do both speed and rush here. Today is our Rush Duel tournament. We do our best to try and support both sides of this little community of ours. We do speed duel tournaments, and occasionally I will just do ladder climbs. We went on a 21 game win streak yesterday playing Shiranui, which is my personal favorite boosted deck from the most recent box. Hell yeah. We actually had some pretty epic fights against some now, to be fair, we were kind of farming potatoes most of the time, but we had a couple really sick matches against some Tachyon players. Not that I'm particularly excited to play against Tachyon, but most of the good most of the exceptional Tachyon players have already reached the highest rank, so the Tachyon players we have been playing against have not necessarily been the cream of the crop. We are in the top 4.
Here we go. Get ready for the rush.
Who you calling potato? I mean, Soul Glow. Let's be real. Come on. Bring it in a little bit. Be honest, bro. Be honest, bro. Dion Quito to the field. Activating Disco Fever here. Get boosted. Big damage, leaving our opponent on 2600. We've got one back row here. We're going to Sevens Road Excel boost. Bring out a Sevens Road Magician. We're now going to be able to beat over this Dion Quito no matter what, even if we have a widespread ruin of our own. And we got nothing, getting in for big damage, leaving our opponent on only 500 life points, going full defensive. We're going to go for the clear here. The Horse Carrier going to add a Kanan back to our hand. Hydration, get popping, hitting the widespread. That is absolutely huge. Hydration number 2, hitting the other back row. Dion Quito, we're just going for lethal here. No, we're not. How Giga Punished are we going to get here? Exceptionally so. We are just dead. That will tie things up 1-1. No, wait. That was only game 1. What am I talking about? I'm the potato now.
Here we go! Get ready for the rush!
Triple sets the back row, 2 monsters. You're probably feeling pretty good right about now. Getting in for 1,500 damage. Pass back to our opponent. All of our back row does nothing. At least currently. You'll love to see that. Mystic Dealer, get, discard, and draw another card. Fill the graveyard up with those different attributes and dig for our Seventh Road Magician. With no back row here, we have an opportunity to go for big damage. But maybe not. I don't believe we're going to be able to beat over the Summon Skull here. So we're only going to be able to get in for 800 damage and be walled for the rest of it. Bubbly Elf plus Grace Princess Kana to bring out the Boogie Master herself, Dion Quito. Setting 1 back row, get boosted. We likely have a recital. No, Curtain of Sparks. Not enough to keep that from being cleared, but enough to reduce the damage. Probably just wanted to use any of our back row here. Special summon out the Dark Sword Magician. Gonna go for a monster reincarnation, likely grabbing a copy of our Seven's Road Witch here. Normal summon. Light Sorcerer is fantastic. Pay a little bit of life points. Reduce our opponent's Dion Quito to a more manageable level. Tribute off for the Seven's Road Witch. We're now going to be able to activate our skill. Send a card back to our deck. Grab a copy of Seven's Road Magician, which we can now we can summon out using our Magic Curtain. Really? We must value that other card in our hand. It is another back row, so yes, we do. Get boosted here. Going in for 800. Anytime you see a back row and you are, halfway through the deck, it could very much be widespread ruin. We're going to be hoping to have ripped into a hydration here, I think. We really need to get rid of that back row as a threat. And we've got it. Get poppin'. It is just a curtain of sparks. Triple threat thunder. Get reducing. That will spell Bismuth's doom right here. Boost everything. Lethal. A bit out of context. What's the average lifespan of a high-end PC? I think my power supply has given up on me after 9 years. I mean, that's a pretty long time. I wouldn't be surprised if that was to happen. But the thing is, replacing a power supply is relatively painless, all things considered. That's like one of the easiest things to take care of. At least in my opinion. If you're a little spooked by dealing with stuff on your own, even taking it in to have a professional do it, I mean, that's something that could happen same day. That's literally...
Here we go! Get ready for the rush!
I mean, if you can afford a new PC, like, I don't know how old your other stuff is, how often you've, Pitol, you're pretty much correct, yeah. The motherboard is kind of the limiting factor for the most part. I mean, even if you've upgraded the components, like, if you're in a position that you feel you can afford a new one, I mean, who doesn't like getting a new PC, dude? But if you feel that you want to get a little bit more time out of it and you just want to replace the power supply, that's entirely an option as well. I mean, it all comes down to how well does it play the games or software that you're currently using. I will say, for the longest time, I was a person who played on a quote-unquote budget PC for the most part. And when I finally said screw it and just got, like, the high end of the high end, like, I don't want to go back to my stuff not being able to run, you know, well. Do we have... Ooh, using widespread here. Not... That's a big sacrifice for what could have been done by a barrier. I mean, to be fair, I don't know how old you are, but as somebody for whom 30 FPS back in the day was good... Oh my Jesus. Look at these 0 attack monsters. Oh my God. We could have a widespread here, to be fair. So we are gonna boost the other two. No widespread. No shot. Curtain of sparks. Not enough to keep this from being lethal. Getting blown out here. Shelmy will move on to the grand finals. Well done. Yeah, for me it was entirely different. I'm in my early 40s, so that was a much different time for PCs. Oh, I'm gonna absolutely watch this. We're gonna get reduced here into a Gazelle, into a Dragorite, into a Summon Skull, into a Dragius. Attack 1, attack 2, attack 3. Triad Drago. Activating our skill here. Gonna draw 1, draw 2, into an Arise Dragon. And, okay. Sure. Hammer Crush deal. We're gonna be able to pop that back row. It is a widespread. Feels bad, man. Going for the partial clear here. Another question, how beneficial is it to have a second monitor? Well, so you're talking to somebody that only has one. I should get a second monitor, but where's the top 32 breakdown? My dude. We had a top 8. I didn't actually... did I do the top 8? I don't think I did yet. It was aggro, dragons, ultimate bond, spellcaster, aggro, aqua aggro, and ancient forces for the top 8. Having a second monitor is good if you do 2 things at once. So for example, if you're a streamer, then having a second monitor where you could have all of your chat, all your other stuff, is very good. If you just play like games, like unless you have like a beast of a machine that would, like, I don't know, let you watch a video while also playing a game, like I don't think you need a second monitor. Anything that you would do second monitor in that position, you can just do on a phone. Was that just game 1? Yeah, that was just game 1. Second monitor for productivity chatting. Yeah, definitely. All right, it's time to get predicting
Here I go.
who wins. We've got Gonchi, I believe. Let me double check. Yes, Gonchi. On aggro. Xiaomi. Aqua aggro. You will have 2 minutes to vote. I will say you do want to make sure that you have a graphics card capable of second monitor. Not everyone comes pre-set up to be able to do it. Most of them can-ish. But just make sure that your graphics card is set up for it. Resonance to butt boost, widespread, and goodbye, friend. Oh, that's just that. There ain't no justice. There ain't no justice. Alrighty. Ready for the grand finals? We've got 21 to 57 in favor of Xiaomi on Aqua Aggro. Interesting. Illusion. Alrighty. Game number 1 of your finals in the Rush Duel Grand Prix, number 14. Aggro versus Aqua Aggro.
Here I go! Get ready for the rush!
The only real difference here is that Aqua Aggro did gain access to Hydration and Magician of Fashion, I believe. Fashion of Faith, sorry. All right, we are going to clear the Dragius here. Hammer Crush deal. This is pretty devastating this early into the game. Dragon's Inferno, Hammer Crush deal. Get poppin'. Oh my god. Going in for big damage here. Leaving our opponent on 31. We're going to double set and triple set the back row. But once you know that the widespread is gone, you're feeling pretty good here. Hammer Crush deal. Hitting the triple threat Thunder. Pretty devastating. I mean, it's non-reactive, but we would like to have that. Going for 3K, leaving our opponent on 1,000 life points. Is Shelmy gonna get any damage in this game? Hydration, get poppin'. You hit my widespread, I'll hit yours. Brings out Dion Keto. Gonna be able to get buffer ourselves a little bit here. No. We just say YOLO. Does not go for the life gain. We are instead gonna clear the board. Was that the correct call? Because now any attack over a Kanan is... That's spooky. That's death. I don't know if I agree with that. Hello, Serena. I mean, without widespread, what do you even do? You just die here. To be fair, you would have... We would have survived with the 1,000! Actually, we would have had a rise, though, so would it have mattered? I think, yeah, I don't think it mattered. Game number 2. Tinkerbell.
Here I go! Get ready for the rush!
Brings out the Dragius with a Dragorite, passes the turn. No back row. Bastion of Faith. Into, okay, Shelmy, can you stop bricking? We're gonna get in for 1,000 damage. Actually landed a blow here. Real unfortunate to have to waste Fashion of Faith like that. Gonna go for the Arise here. Arise, get boosted. Set double back row. Bring forth the Kanan, the Bubbly Elf. We're gonna go Hydration, popping the opponent's Dragon Inferno. Bring out a copy of the Dion Keto. We attack in, no back row to worry about here. Getting in for big damage, leaving our opponent on 1,200. Here comes a crackback. Hammer Crush deal, go ahead and recycle that. Get another card. Shield and Sword, big reducing. Silver Wolf to reduce even more. Ooh, this is a devastating counter blow. But we just need to deal 1,200 damage over this board, and we know that back row is nothing. Setting a back row against that Hammer Crush deal, but it don't matter. 32 over 13, lethal. We will go to game number 3.
Here I go! Get ready for the rush!
Acceleration Gate. In this situation, unironically, there will be a top 8. Easy has no choice but to do a top 8. Oh my god, the unintended benefits. Alrighty. We're gonna clear 2, set 1 back row. Activate sword and shield here. Kanan as well. Lamoon the party. Dog, you ain't doing this. You ain't doing this, dog. Dog, you ain't doing this. Gets in for big damage here. Hammer Crush deal, draw a card. Paka Chew, get ourselves another card to our hand. Oh my Jesus. Oh my Jesus. It's so incredibly Jover. Oh, it's so over. Hammer Crush deal, get poppin'. That would have kept us alive. Attack 1. Attack 2. Attack 3. Lethal. Shelmy may have lost the game, but he won the bet. Gonchi will take it in 3. Well done. Let us go report. 2-1 for Gonchi. Choose outcome. Gonchi, aggro. Rigged to shell me through for the payout. True. Actually true. Dang right, Yami Kisara. No one, Gonchi, Shelmy voted for you. Your own opponent said, nah, he'd win. Nah, he'd win. He put 20,000 of 21,000 on you. Or something like that. Meanwhile, Barox voted 50,000 on Shelmy. The greatest redistribution of channel point wealth I have ever seen. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, guys. I said I was thinking I might do some ladder afterwards, but I'm gonna keep it real. I don't want it today. Muscovy, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it for today. We got the Meta Weekly tomorrow. I kind of want to chill before I have to go to bed. We will finish up ladder grind on Tuesday. So we're gonna have the Meta Weekly tomorrow. We'll do the finish on Tuesday, Grand Prix Wednesday. So we're gonna have a good week. We're gonna have a busy one. Thank you, Tomato. Thank you, everyone. I'm gonna keep it real as well. We're not gonna show the deck list. You'll see them on the website. They're pretty much what you'd expect. I will say this: the one that I think is kind of neat which I will share, is Shelmies. Just because we are playing 3 copies of Hydration. We are very low on boss monster count, but we made it work. Very interesting build. I think we're kind of working off of the back of Shield and Sword and Triple Threat Thunder. And then just, yeah. The amount of times that we actually saw just 3 normal summons actually put in some work was kind of surprising. I think the other benefit to this, honestly, is that between Triple Threat Thunder and Shield and Sword is the inclusion of Fashion of Faith, specifically because now you can potentially have boards that are like Kanan, La Moon, Fashion of Faith, and that's 10 levels total, and it's definitely better than ending on like a bubbly L for a Kana. It just gives you more, it gives you more hands where you can do 10 levels exactly. We'll also show Gonchi's deck list, just to be fair. I don't want them to feel left out as the winner of today's tournament. Well done, by the way. Fairly standard aggro list. Running one of the new Dragon Pops. We got 3 Arise, 3 Dragius. Beast Engine otherwise. Very good. Very nice. All right, everyone. Let's go raid vanilla, I guess. I will see you tomorrow. Meta Weekly. Tachyon domination continues.